It's the 3rd-year anniversary of Aew Dynamite, and it's been 3 years of stale, uneventful, boring, fake-looking pish. So let's add to it tonight, and we kick off. We've got Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and the Human Suplex Machine. Taz, even though he broke his neck about 30 years ago and he hasn't been relevant since 2002, it's Taz. What about Schiavone? When was the last time he was relevant for us?
Damn.
No, I seen a TikTok, right? And this has got nothing to do with this. Well, it kind of does. Excalibur. William Regal talking to Excalibur. I don't know when you were reviewing the show, but he's been saying some of the gayest shit I've ever heard to him. He's like, "Oh, you're looking quite scrumptious over there, little Mexican mask-wearing fellow."
Yeah, what the fuck is that for you, Regal?
Apparently, he tweeted or he said on the podcast he's trying to highlight homophobes online or something. I don't know.
Fuck off, Regal.
I don't know if he's trying to have a bit of banter. I think it's funny, but if that's the reason he's going for it, it's a bit.
Regal's a lefty, man. He is what it is.
Is what it is. And talking of Willie Regal, he joins the broadcast booth for this match, because guess what? It is MJF versus Wheeler Yuta. This is just shit, this feud. MJF completely burying the guy, right? Then but you're the best damn wrestler today. How's Wheeler Yuta the best time wrestler today? No titles. He's like the 5th best member of the Combat Club, and 4 of them wrestle and 1 doesn't. How's that work? And he's one of the 4 that wrestle. And William Regal was just buried in the opening 2 minutes. Is what it is. MJF wins. Then, because what's that guy, Morty Lee comes out?
Lee Morality or something. The
fact that got his name the other way about. You wouldn't say Cena John, would you? Or Undertaker there? No. I know that's in TNA, but
that's TNA's gimmick though. I'll let TNA away with it.
Yeah. Then just like, no, I didn't say for you to do that. Then your man comes out eating an apple. What, Poundland Carlito? Black Carlito?
Stokely guy, or whatever his name is. I don't like him. Back to NXT, mate. He comes out, he's a rip-off of Fedor Long. That's all he is. Oh, why are you saying that? Because they're both black. Pretty much, aye. And then William Regal, he looks at MJF, and William Regal gets up and just gives us a wee stare. Then he puts on the brass knucks. Taz says that Willie Regal was born with brass knucks on his hands. That was a good line.
I like that.
It was a good line.
Good line, aye.
And then Willie Regal gets in the ring. He looks at MJF. MJF looks back at William Regal. MJF decides that he doesn't want William Regal to be gay towards him, and he just leaves the ring. So
he doesn't want that brass knuckles touching his ring. No. Simple as that.
Can you reach for the brass ring, the gold rings? Hey, you ain't reaching for my ring, man. MJF leaves.
There's a snake in my boot. Anyway, Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal up next. There's just no sense.
Okay, MJF will be careful. He'll need to be lucky there's not a snake somewhere else up his. Anyway, that's it.
Anyway, right, but there's no segments in this show.
It's match, fucking match.
Like, is AEW ever actually seen the backstage fucking area?
Do they have a backstage setup or anything like that? What have they got backstage? Like, I'd be interested to see. Maybe they don't have a backstage.
Maybe it's just a play pit, because they're all a bunch of fucking muppets. But Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal, it's just why is Jay Lethal? Jay Lethal's been getting beat by this guy for the past few weeks.
See, for the fact that Jay Lethal feuded with Flair,
and he was in his last ever match.
The guy should be main event on this show. And I genuinely mean, I don't necessarily mean he should be every main event. What I mean is, he should be a main event level guy. He should be a top star. He should be someone that's pushed, someone that is regularly, involved in the title picture. For some reason, he's treated like a jobber. And you could understand it if AEW had a great roster.
This guy was a mid-carder / upper in some in years of TNA when TNA was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, AEW wrestlers that have been worse than he's a jobber.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I'd say put the robe on him, right? I know Andrade might be the real son-in-law, but this guy is the preferred son-in-law, right?
Up and down. Woo.
You could imagine him and Flair both coming out with the gowns on, and remember Miz and Sandow done that gimmick where Sandow was copying the Miz?
Could do that.
It'd be great.
And talking about 2 big guys, or guys who look similar, Wardlow taking on the Machine Brian Cage. Mr. Mayhem Wardlow. He's just hoovered this clean off the fucking chips.
The only good thing about Wardlow being in a singles match is the fact that he doesn't have to team up with his tag team partner, Joe, and be called War Joe. That has to be the worst fucking name I have ever heard. I mean, I thought there's been some bad name like Jerry Miz and all this, or Jerry Show and Miz Show. I mean that's bad, right? And I'm not saying it's not. But War Joe, in my opinion, takes the fucking cake.
I think War would work. Like, War Show would work. But War Joe?
It's just fish. If it was Wardlow and Show and it was War Show, I still think those are lame names, and I thought the names were shit in WWE, but at least I can accept it. I'm just no accepting War Joe.
War Jericho? It just sounds a bit...
Had some people...
Raw is War, not... Imagine Raw is Joe?
Had some people in the comments
Sloppy Joe?
What if it was Joe War? Probably worse, like, isn't it? Joe War.
Joe Barron.
Oh, God.
Aye, but Wardlow wins, man. Does anyone care? You care?
No, not really. Can they give a shit?
Bunch of jobbers come out. The Gates of Agony come out. That's just this show,
I wish Tony Khan would come out and say AEW's taking like a 6-month hiatus so I didn't have to fucking watch this crap, but...
So you're reviewing this every week, man. It's giving you a tumour in your fucking brain. It's as simple as that.
I've noticed, like, I'm actually getting stupider by the week. My speech is slurring. Can barely string sentences together. I think it's because I'm watching too much AEW.
It might be.
I actually might stop watching AEW and see if I can gain some more brain cells back. I don't know.
FTR
Do you think if you don't watch AEW, they like multiply inside?
Maybe. Well, no, because WWE's equally shit in it.
Well, I think watching AEW, you just commit suicide. I think the brain cells inside your head just have a wee Extreme Rules match, Royal Rumble, and they're getting tossed out left, right, and centre, and you're losing them.
Maybe War Joe's eating them. Samoa.
Well, fucking Samoa Joe will eat anything he can get his mouth on.
The revival come out, so's Joe. Joe looks fat as hell. Not that he looks skinny last week.
Down, out. Well, that's his theme song.
That's when he's walking down the stairs.
That's the
down. Bell.
The stairs are fucking crumbling, man.
Fucking screaming for some release. Anyway, we've buried Joe enough there.
I mean, can you imagine if Joe was like Michael Myers in Halloween? Like, how would he be able to sneak up on you?
Fucking stairs creaking, man.
You can fucking hear my melody.
Tracks up and down the roads.
God, what about God Joe or Scylla Samoa Scylla? God Scylla versus Joe.
Michael Joe.
No, Michael Jordan Joe.
Freddie Joe. Joe Kruger. Right, anyway, that's fucking pish. Trios women's match up next. No, that isn't pish. Tony Storm.
Hold on, what's better?
No, this
Umaga,
is good. This is good.
Is Umaga the Samoan bulldozer machine?
Or Samoa Joe the Burger King?
I mean, I know what one I would rather have. He's a fake Samoan. He's a half-breed. That's right. I mean, Scott Steiner said it right. This fat son of a bitch. Fucking, he's not even a real Samoan, for fuck's sake. I mean, let's be honest. You look at Joe, right? And he just looks like some fat yank man who's slightly different skin tone. I mean, if you put Samoa Joe in the bloodline, he would look out of place. He'd look more out of place than Sami fucking Zayn, for fuck's sake. That's how much of a fake Samoan he is. Woo! At least Sami Zayn's at Honorius. Imagine you've got fucking Roman Reigns and the Usos and Solo Sikoa, and they're all like fucking lean, fit guys, and then you've just got fucking fat as fuck, fatter than Paul Heyman, Samoa Joe, on the verge of a heart attack.
Yeah, him and Rikishi and fat bastards.
I was going to say he was on the verge of obesity, but he passed that line about 30 years ago. Samoa Joe's fat. Let's move on.
Right, Tony Storm.
10 reasons why Samoa Joe sucks coming soon.
See all those times.
Wait, hold on.
See all those times you try and order something and there's nothing left.
Samoa Joe. Your Uber driver's busy. It's because fucking Samoa Joe's ordering from every single bloody. Yeah. Nah, you know what? I actually don't mind Joe from all this, but he is fat. Like, let's be honest.
But anyway,
but is he the worst person in AEW? Absolutely not.
No. Anyway, Tony Storm, Afifa, Willow Nightingale, with Saraya taking on
best women's division in wrestling, apparently.
It is. Jamie Hayter, Penelope Ford, with Kip Sabian and Serena Deeb. Old, decrepit Serena Deeb.
I just can't take Serena Deeb seriously, right? She just looks like a... I said the same about that Japanese woman that was on NXT. The last NXT, she was like the UK champion or whatever. And she just looks fucking old, right? And it's not a sexist thing, but guys just like seem to age better than women. Like when guys get older, they kind of just look more mature and they look a bit more badass. Like Clay's old in Sons of Anarchy, but he looks fucking badass.
Yeah.
Whereas the women just look old. It is what it is. Like,
It is what it is. This is kind of funny. Tony Storm used her hip attack on Dave. Was that because she's so old? Broken hip. Anyway, right, who gives a fuck? Because Willow won, pinning Penelope. Boom, boom, boom. And then we get the fakest shit ever. Soraya's in the ring. Paige, they're throwing punches that are just no connection. She then grabs her and throws her at the ring, but it's like a step at a time.
Yeah, it's like she couldn't decide what way she was going to throw it. Like, it's not a Royal Rumble page, just fucking toss it at the ring.
And then she starts just fake punching through them all. And
I hate the whole, they look at each other, then they both start throwing punches at the same time, and like, zero of the punches are actually connected.
And then she does like the pishest kick ever. And then Shivani goes, I think Saraya is in pretty good ring shape. She's fucking awful. She's not even cleared the wrestle, man.
She's done. She's finished.
She'll break her neck.
Her neck's already broke. It's
Yeah.
time to go.
Right, talk about breaking necks and Billy Gunn and all that good stuff. National Scissoring Day. This promo, take it away.
I thought this promo was absolutely horrendous. The rap wasn't that great coming to the ring. They get in the ring, basically spout a lot of nonsense about, today's National Scissoring Day, put your scissors together, we're going to unite the country, the country's divided, but we're going to scissor each other to unite. And then Anthony Bowens basically brags about how he knows a lot about scissoring because he takes up the ass. I mean, mate, that's not something you brag about.
Yeah.
Now, we can claim that, we're in the year 2022, right? And that's all and good, but, I mean, let's be real. No one brags about being gay. It's as simple as that.
Well, I'd say in this day and age they do, but...
Yeah. But no one... well, maybe take today's wrestling community. No, like, seeing the attitude there, no one would come out and brag
about... Kenny Omega touches kids and does it in matches, so why can't this guy brag about it?
See if The Rock came out and bragged about being gay, do you think he'd have got over?
No.
I like pie. Just not female pie. You know what I mean? See if he turned around and...
I played a fairy with a tooth.
See if The Rock came out and was fucking eyeing up Rikishi's ass every week. Do you think the fans would have been, Rocky? No, they'd have been like, get this fucking...
Aye.
Can I say what I want to say out the arena?
Broke back out the arena.
Aye, so I mean... I just don't... I mean, Anthony Bowens thinks he's hard because he's gay. I mean, the difference is, Billy was playing a gay character. They weren't even gay, that's the rib, you know? They were just fucking... You know, it was like a misbelieving, like, you know. Anyway,
this sets up a match between the Acclaimed and Swerve and Fat Joe, Fat Lee, next week. Do we care? No. Backstage, Madison Rae, Sky Blue promo with Tony Schiavone. I mean, you get one backstage promo and they waste it with these two fucking jobbers. Like, where's Jericho cutting a promo backstage? Moxley. I'm pretty sure Moxley wasn't even on this show. It is what it is. Hangman Adam Page versus Rush. Who is this? This Leo Rush?
No, it's fucking Indian guy or Mexican or the guy that hangs about with Andrade.
Really?
Aye.
That's what it is. Hangman Adam Page wins.
That's twice you've said that in 30 seconds, mate.
What?
Is what it is.
I'll say it is what it is. Gangster. Private Party walked into the ring. They confront Hangman Adam Page, but then Moxley comes down. Private Party bail. Moxley says, I've been waiting for this for 3 years. 3 years of studying you. 3 years of us circling each other. 3 years of watching you. Between the two of us, we've beaten everyone about AEW except each other. Well, hold on. How does this logic really work, though? Adam Page is a jobber. Punk destroyed him. Moxley basically destroyed Punk, and then, like, alright, Punk beat him back, but come on.
You say that, like, but Adam Page has been booked kind of strong, is he not?
He's shite.
No, I don't like the guy, but I disagree that he's been... I don't think he's been booked like a jobber.
He's been booked strong when he shouldn't have been booked strong. My point is, he's a bum to me. He shouldn't be getting anywhere.
Yeah, but I would say in terms of booking, in terms of like wins, losses, and looking strong, I'd say he's probably in the top 5 in AEW.
Moxley turned around.
Well, Page has been booked stronger than like a Daniel Bryan, 100%.
But Moxley turned around and said, "You're a sweet kid. Your mouth is going to get you in trouble. This is your final warning. What you watch your damn mouth." What is he? The principal talking to some P7? What's this all about?
First of all, Adam Page is like a man. I think he's like in his 30s or something, near his 40s. Fuck John Moxley, man. I can't stand the guy. Overrated that bastard. Easily the worst member of the Shield, hands down. Not even close. Anyone who thinks he's the best member needs to stop watching wrestling.
Yeah, it absolutely is. But Luchasaurus beats Fuego del Sol. Out comes Jungle Boy. Hit Luchasaurus in the ribs with a chair. There's a match set for next week. The way it's worded here on the results almost thinks it's going to be Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy, but Cage is out, isn't he?
Cage is out for 8 months.
So it's going to be The other two, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, but now it's time for your main event. It's the ROH Pure Champion Danny Garcia and the American Dragon.
Can we not get Christian Cage on commentary, like?
I know.
Since he can't wrestle?
Yep, but Daniel Bryan taking on. Whoa, ROH World Champion, the Ocho, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Thoughts on this crock of shite main event?
I hate Daniel Garcia.
Absolute bum.
The guy he looks like a toothpick, a flabby toothpick at that. He just wears like your basic fucking boots and trunks. And this guy was going around calling himself a sports entertainer. There is absolutely nothing about this. I'll give the other two guys in the Jericho Appreciation Society a bit of credit, right? See the two guys, especially the one that's mouth's always going.
And he's drugged off his tits.
I mean, I'm not saying they're great, but at least they come off as if they've got a bit of personality and a bit of character. This Danny Garcia is a guy that belongs in Ring of Honor, wrestling fucking 30-minute matches that nobody gives a shit, then doing a wee handshake and everyone chanting, "This is awesome. This is dog shit." That's what Danny Garcia... I mean, could you imagine this Danny Garcia guy? Oh, he's going one-on-one with Austin at WrestleMania.
No.
It wouldn't happen. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't happen. The guy fucking sucks. Wouldn't even get in a cruiserweight match. You just look at the guy. It would be hard to make this guy more boring. I actually can't think, like, what could you do to make Danny Garcia worse? I can't think it.
I don't know.
How do you make Danny Garcia worse?
Make him leave a group where there's got Jericho in it, then they're talking for him.
No, but do you not think he's by far the worst member of the Jericho Appreciation Society?
Yeah, that's like a...
I don't even like Sammy Guevara or the other two, like, but I mean, come on. He's worse than Darby Allin. At least Darby Allin's got a look. At least Darby Allin's got a weird fucking look. At least Orange Cassidy has got a strange...
Gimmick.
I mean, this guy's just fucking bland. This guy's just... looks like a skinny guy with trunks. I mean...
Yeah, and basically, right, to call this match short, we had a lot of...
I'd say he's up there with Wheeler Yuta.
Yes,
those two are boring as fuck.
With no selling, with the fake punching thing again, Jericho cracks Garcia in the head with a belt. Sammy pins him. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, next week, man, we got Daniel Bryan challenging for the ROH title. Rate the show. I'm giving it 0.
I didn't like anything from it, to be honest.
Like, if Taz saying Regal being born with brass knucks is the best thing on your show, when you were just burying Regal, and I said Taz's piss at the start of the review.
I mean, I normally like the Acclaim, but I thought their segment was crap tonight. I thought it was, so...
Scissoring. It's just pish.
Scissor me, daddy!
Right, rate out 10.
I'll get a 0 as well.
0 out of 10. You're first. Woo!